The time is 11 o'clock on this late Sunday night, June 10th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock on the G7 summit as war of words erupts between U.S. and key allies. Trump's improvisation faces decades of North Korean preparation. While G7 photos of Trump and Merkel tell different stories. Health warning, Obamacare is in legal peril once again. Dustin Johnson wins FedEx Student Jude Classic, returns to #1 in the world. Immigrant dies by suicide in Texas jail after being apprehended at border, U.S. authorities said. Missing Air Force officer found 35 years later. Dry, windy weather soaks Colorado wildfire, but so far no homes damaged. Pizza delivery man facing deportation draws. Stay, support the leaders. PM Melody, fire ballot box warehouse, plot to harm Iraq. Brexit is even mystier than the critics expected, so what happens now? There's a special place for Trudeau and if there's G8 7 top the White House trade advisor Peter Navarro said. Putin says he will welcome a meeting with President Trump. In Norton. A local man suffered second-degree burns over 20% of his body after accident falling in a fire pit Saturday night during a graduation party at his home. A 52-year-old resident of 11 Talbot Drive in Norton accidentally tripped and fell into an homemade fire pit, sustaining burns on his back, right arm, and face during his nasal passage. As fire captain Jason Robbins said, officials said the top injuries were not life-threatening. The data is here, so long net neutrality. KKR nears deal to buy Envision Healthcare. Beijing billionaire. Get your security go ahead that eluded Alibaba's check bomb. Up U.S. Your economy does have its downsides. In our local news, in the Sun Chronicle, King Philip High School graduates encouraged to use skills to better the world. Powwow in an Attleboro time to talk about shared Native American traditions. New Nature Preserve, honoring local family opens in Attleboro. The Attleboro House of Market prices are up, but the homes are selling fast. North Attleboro graduates and a typical class. In Mansfield, 5 bucks from Mansfield's Field of Honor were stolen sometime Saturday night, according to the Facebook post shared by the Mansfield Fire Department. Fundraising campaign started for a Foxmere man injured in a brewery accident. 2 Seekonk schools get it. New principals, major downtown Mansfield mixed-use project during approval. And 6 car pilot in North Attleboro sends to the hospital. 1 under arrest for DUI. Cord Cassidy softball moving on to the semifinals after beating Carver. Taunton Green turns blue to show support for police. Police arrested Andrew Tatum late Saturday, according to the Plymouth County District Attorney's Office in Friday's shooting. Hampton advances to the tournament with an 18-0 win over Nantucket in Division III. Soft. Huge dust storm on Mars. It's NASA's Opportunity rover. SpaceX Falcon Heavy with Block 5. Rockets target November launch debut. The wretched planet leaves this wretched planet. And Life on Mars rover's latest discovery puts it on the table. Utah suicide rates increased by almost 50% according to the recent report. Someone outbreak in several states linked to pre-cut melon. Toddlers consume too much added sugar. Study finds. And flu season was one of the deadliest for U.S. children. Peter Chill News Time. 11:04 on this late Sunday night. Time now for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox fall to the Chicago White Sox at Fenway Park 5-2. The Golden State Warriors know dynasties aren't easy. Robert Whitaker delivers goods in UFC 225. Mo Bamba Gruenkase is the best player in this draft, and Dustin Johnson makes the Walcott Eagle to win at St. Jude Classic. Peter Chill News Time is 11:04 on this late Sunday night. It's time now for a Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Beep beep on the MTA subway commuter rail ferries. They are looking good. Okay. Luck of the night was in my Wizard New England. Let's start you off down in Rhode Island on this late Sunday night where 195 of both ends dispatched at East Providence to Seekonk Stretch. 140 on the southbound side, Little after 79 in Merrick's. 24 southbound side, Little Berkeley Stretch. 24 southbound side, Little right, ready 1 up in the Fall River Stretch. 44 westbound side, Little and Plymouth Stretch. Mass Pike eastbound side, Little Store on South Boston, Mass Pike westbound side, so the Newton corner, Iron Route 128, Mass Pike eastbound side, Little Store Grafton stretch, westbound Mass Pike, Little Store Charlton stretch, 93 at the northbound side, Little Store at North Andover, 495 at the southbound side, Little Store Andover stretch, and the Tewksbury stretch on the northbound side, 495 from Low to Tewksbury at Little Stop and Go. Route 2 eastbound side, Little Store and Fitchburg stretch, 91 on the southbound side, Little Store for the Agawam stretch, and down in Connecticut, 84 westbound side, Little Store 291 in Manchester, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, Little Store Farmington in Connecticut, and 84 eastbound side, Little Store Newtown, Connecticut. 95 on the southbound side, Little Store Stamford, Connecticut. And up north, Interstate 89. In New Hampshire, it's looking good. Interstate 8789 on the southbound side, the Little Store Canadian border of New York and Vermont, and on Route 59, the northbound side, so it's looking back towards Montreal. Peter Chill News Time is 11:06 on this late Sunday night, and it's time now for a weather report and looking at the radar side-eye. Open it shows wispy clouds, patchy clouds from Boston and switching down Route 2 quarter from Boston on and half fall. Into the south of us, some line of rain showers down around New York City and a heavy bend of showers and storms switching line from Trenton and Philadelphia down to north of Harrisburg, and rain showers switching through Pennsylvania and much to north central Ohio, and showers and storms from southwest of PA down to western Maryland and then east central portions of West Virginia. Temperature spread around the region, it is in the 50s to low 60s in southern New England with 46 degree wind from Mount Washington, New Hampshire, and it is in the 40s to 50s but to northern with 61 degree wind for Concord, New Hampshire, and 64 Manchester, New Hampshire, 37 in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. And some rain showers in southern Quebec and extreme northern tip of New Hampshire. Right now, it is 54 degrees, that's temperature, humidity 83%, 2.49 degrees, the barometer 30 inches at the city, and winds east-southeast, and it's calm. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, mostly clouds got about 49 degrees, calm wind. For Monday, mostly clouds got a crosswind and same sky at 69 degrees, east to about 3 to 6 miles an hour. So, if you are going to the Norton High School for the girls softball quarterfinal game against Diet Rehoboth, perfect weather. Perfect weather. Monday night, mostly clouds got about 46 degrees, east to about 5 miles coming in the evening. For Tuesday, Sunday in the most coast at 75 about 35 degrees, light southwest wind increase to 5 to 9 miles in the morning. For Wednesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms may between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Most parts of the most cost about 80 about 62 degrees, just pitch at 30%. Thursday, most sunny part cost about 82 about 57 degrees. Friday, most sunny part cost about 76 about 84 degrees. Saturday, most sunny sky about 79 about 86 degrees. This will be perfect weather for the Father's Day picnic in Norton. And for Sunday, sun sky about 81 degrees. And that's going to get for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Sunday night. June 10th, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good positive, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. More important, hope you have a good night.